Hi and welcome to Framed, a Let's Play with the focus on cinematography. My name's Aubrey and I'm going to be your host. Today we're playing Uncharted 4, Chapter 15, The Thieves of Libertalia. As always, there could be spoilers, so please watch out. And I highly suggest you playing Uncharted 4 and then coming back and watching all my Let's Play. Because Uncharted 4 is great and I don't want to spoil anything for you. Alright, hope you enjoy. Thank you.
It's empty.
Of course it is.
You think Rafe?
No. Nothing's been touched in here for hundreds of years.
Right. Well, search for clues?
Yeah, search for clues.
So right away in this chapter we can see the divide. Literally in the sky. On the left there is going to be blue sky, and on the right there's a ceiling with the founders of Libertalia that's in orange. So that divide is apparent and right away.
Deep.
So the ceiling above with the painting, I think, is a fresco. And one of the most famous frescoes in history is Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel, although frescoes have been made throughout history in Sri Lanka, India, Egypt, all throughout the world. However, focusing on the Sistine Chapel is consistent with the themes, the Christian themes presented in Uncharted 4. So the Sistine Chapel has three major sections, which is creation, downfall, and the fate of humanity. And if we apply this to the ceiling, for Libertalia, the creation is the beginning, how they created Libertalia. The downfall is what we're in right now, and the fate, which is a huge theme in Uncharted 4, which is fatalism. Avery mirrors much of Sam and Nate's life. So there's creation, how Sam and Nate, we'll see, got into treasure hunting. The downfall, which we're in sort of right now, which is Nathan betraying what he cares about and his family, and then the fate, so which is left uncertain. So I think these three major themes that are present in the Sistine Chapel are very important to the three sort of major, quote, movements in Uncharted 4. Below the paper, we can even see a divided theme of living and dead plants. It took me until just now to figure it out, but I think I understand what the flowers are doing here. So on the left, we see purple flowers, and on the right, we see yellow, and we see this dead soldier right in the middle of them. So before in the past, we've seen purple flowers on things that represent Avery, or buildings that were important to Avery. So we saw it in the villa, we see it here now, and the flowers, purple flowers are generally higher, and climbing up higher, and the yellow flowers are generally lower that we've seen. We've seen some out in the hallway previously. And yellow and purple are complementary colors, just like orange and blue. And I think yellow and purple are sort of representative of Avery and his division, whether it is personally or with two or with the colonists, and his need to rise. Purple is a symbol of royalty. Avery thought of himself as royal, basically. So I think those colors represent him, while orange and blue represent Nate and Sam.
What do you got?
Once again, Nate is interacting with a coin, and Nate catches it with the ship side up and then flips it over to the Avery sigil. And I'm actually going to think that the ship is heads, even though Avery's sigil has a skull on it, because I think Avery's sigil is pretty foreboding. So I think that's tails, which is generally unlucky. And the fact that Nate catches it head side up, it means that he's going to end up all right, although it's slightly ambiguous at this point. A somewhat famous reference to coin flipping is Two-Face from the Batman series. He has a coin that's actually double-headed and two-faced, so it can end up head on both sides. However, it is marked on one side with an X over the face. So I think that's really reminiscent of Avery's symbol here, where there's a face, a skull, and an X of bones right below it. So that's part of the reason I think that it's tails, because when Two-Face flips on that side, he commits acts of evil or unluckiness. And Two-Face's whole outfit is literally divided. It's literally duality embodied. His face is divided, his outfit is black and white and literally divided down the middle, and so that divided theme is really, really present. We see Sam interact with this coin throughout this whole scene here. Coins not only represent duality, but they also represent fortune, of course, literally. So Sam's been in possession of this coin, and now he's touching his brother, guiding him with money. So Sam is literally pointing towards the map, making him look higher, making him pay attention, and Sam is also paying attention to the map, and they both are paying attention to this higher motive, this historical discovery, this great thing, but Nate is being guided by money, and it's sort of Sam's ulterior motive, this greed. Whether Sam recognizes it himself, I'm not even sure. We see Sam flip the coin there, and unlike Nathan, we don't see if his coin flip turns up heads or tails. Sam doesn't even look at it. So unlike Nathan, where his turns up heads, it's a little bit more foreboding, or potentially foreboding for Sam. Part of the reason it's so easy to bring up that two-faced imagery is because of what we find in the floor up above here, which is Henry Avery's face fallen on the ground, literally split in half, in orange and blue. And so the fact that it's in orange and blue instead of yellow and purple is concerning, in that it relates to Nate and Sam, I think. But literally, if between the coin flip and then seeing that image of the split face, one can't help but think of Batman. But going back to how this relates to Uncharted 4, is that I said earlier, I think the yellow and purple represents Henry Avery in the past in these flowers. The orange and blue is the present. It's the relationship between Sam and Nate and his family and themselves. So the fact that Henry Avery's face is split in half, that he's literally two-faced, can sort of represent that somebody is being two-faced. When I first saw this, even before I played this game ever, when I saw that on the ground, and it's a thing that they make you interact with, that Uncharted thinks it's important enough that they bring it to your attention. And when you see that, you're like, oh no, this isn't good. Like, I was dreading what was going to happen. Like, somebody is lying to me. I'm finally getting that this is divided and split and something is going on. I don't know what's happening, but it's not good. We can see the divide between the purple and yellow flowers pretty well here. That the purple are literally climbing higher than the yellow. The yellow, there's literally more. The other thing that I really want to note, though, is that Nate is literally sort of just swinging back and forth and hanging on pretty tenuously. So he's hanging on, you could think of it like by a thread. But the fact that he's swinging back and forth reminds me of a pendulum motion. And we're about to see it again here, so I'm going to explicate it a little bit further when we see it the second time. We see even more clouds encroaching on this foreboding peak with only a tiny bit of blue sky. So a storm is definitely brewing, perhaps between two people that we know well. Between all this imagery, you can definitely feel the tension in this scene, even before the action-packed part of this chapter where everything's breaking and sliding, and Naughty Dog has its classic set pieces that you get to explore. Returning back to the swinging motion I wanted to explicate on, here we have this woman figure, this angel sort of being, where we're swinging off her hand back and forth. And her one hand is lower, the one we're swinging off of, and the other hand's higher. And while it's not a direct reference, it strongly reminds me of the depiction of justice. She's not blindfolded, but there is this sense of scale of one being lower, one hand being lower and the other hand being higher. There's also this sense of division, with the left hand being in light and the right hand being in darkness. And if you think back to the positioning of Gestus and Dismas, Dismas was on the left where the light hand would be, and Gestus, the jerk thief, is on the right of Jesus. And we can't crawl to the left anymore. Our path, we literally are blocked off from going the light path and the higher path. We have to crawl the tower towards the darkness, towards the lower path. And the fact that her hands are up lower and higher and we swung off the lower hand also feels like we were weighed and we were deemed unworthy or bad. Unjust, at the very least. But this is also another striking image. Right after the Two-Face thing, seeing that, I was just blown away by this game, and I knew I loved it at this exact chapter. I loved this game. I loved it before, but this is really what sealed the deal.
Sure is excited. Oh. Quite the crow's nest, huh?
There it is. Just on the other side of the river.
Now, what do you say we go? Rob from the rich, huh?
So I had to just geek
Hey,
out
is there a
about
path
this
down there?
scene a little bit. I love the slow zoom out, panning out, and seeing how small Nathan is in this landscape, this vast world that Naughty Dog has built, and we get to see ourselves placed in. We see where we're going, we see where we have been, and all the town that we've climbed thus far, the courtyard, the old houses, everything we've done, and we just get a perspective on what Nathan has gone through, and it feels so vast. You're diminished, and it's beautiful. It's that feeling you get when you hike or you reach the top. And here we see also that the sky is now almost completely consumed by clouds. There's still bright light because we're in light, and there's a tiny, tiny patch of blue, but the storm is now almost imminent, and we'll see why, I think, in just a moment here.
So, how long you figure it'll take us to get to New Devon?
Well, a couple hours. Depends on what or who we bump into along the way.
I want you to notice this angel on the right here. I've talked about this in previous chapters. Sam is compared to an angel throughout Nate's life as what I think is a guardian angel. So we see it when Nate's in the orphanage and Sam's in the orphanage. We see angels, and we've seen it before in the previous chapter of a fallen angel. And here, an angel is literally falling right below and crushing the platform, which Sam was previously on. So if that's not a literal falling angel, then I don't know what is. So I think that's really important. I'm just amazed that Naughty Dog adds pertinent cinematography during the middle of a action scene. It's just so compelling, and I love it. I'm going to do something that I don't usually do and just sort of keep quiet for this action scene. It's so well crafted. I don't want to break it up and pull you out of it while I'm talking. So, enjoy.
Jesus, that was close.
Something tells me they've had enough of us.
Really? What gives you that idea?
Down here, quick!
Don't wait, just go!
Nathan! Nathan! Get up, brother. We gotta go. We gotta go! Now! Shit! Shit! Come on, Bruce! Show yourself!
Sam!
I've seen it!
Great!
What the hell? Run! Don't slow down!
Thanks.
Oh, this is nuts! Run! Help me get the goddamn door open! Keep running! Don't stop!
Okay.
Shit!
Kick his ass. Hey, Sam! Kick his ass! Okay, wait. Hey, Nadine. Great to see you again. Okay, Mango.
What are you on about?
Oh, it's my safe word.
Are you always this clever?
Have my moments.
Yes. You and your brother have proven yourselves the more capable treasure hunters on the island. Shame we're not on the same side.
Hey, there's still time.
Trust a Drake. I'm not falling for that again.
Hey, just let's talk. Okay, that was a bit rougher than expected. I'll just see myself out.
After everything, you think I'm just going to let you walk away?
That'd be the wise thing to do. Oh, come on, Nadine, really? We know you're a badass and all, but there's two of us.
I don't think my men are on their way here right now. All I have to do is buy some time. Let's see if I don't finish him myself.
God damn it. Go!
I'm tired of your silence. I'm tired of your brother. And I'm tired of you!
I know you don't.
Get off!
Do that. Nathan! We just talk about this.
I don't think so.
Hang in there, Sam. I'm coming. Almost there, Sam. Nadine! You're fast, but you're not that fast. Hey, forget about her. Come on, we gotta get out of here before they... Shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay?
Well, this is interesting. Nate? Samuel?
Put your guns down! All of you.
No.
Rafe, this guy's on edge.
Oh, don't worry about him, Nadine. These guys don't kill anyone in cold blood. It's just not their style.
You wanted to bet her life on that?
Go ahead, then. Shoot her.
Sam.
I die, you both die.
So be it. Not another step!
You mean... like this?
Sam, put the gun down. I warned you.
Do it!
Hey!
It's done!
Hold your fire! Don't shoot! Put it down.
It's done. Okay? It's done.
Don't worry, Nadine. It's not their style.
I say, I didn't think he had it in him. Samuel. You okay? I guess you knew this moment was coming, huh?
Hey! Come on, man. You already got us. Take it easy. Come on now, you're a businessman. Let's work out a deal.
Oh, a deal. Oh, yeah. Love to hear what you have in mind. Oh, you can go ahead. I'm listening.
Just... Right. You want to find Avery's treasure? We'll help you find it.
And in exchange, I let you live?
Yeah. That and a small cut.
The gauchos on this guy.
Just enough to get him his freedom, okay?
His freedom.
Nathan. Yeah. He did hard time. Our time. And the guy who broke him out, Hector Alcazar, he owes him a lot of money.
Whoa, what the hell are you talking about, Nate? Hector Alcazar died in a shootout in Argentina like 6 months ago. I'm the one that got Samuel out. Oh. Wow. What did he tell you? Sam, what kind of story did you cook up? Alcazar? Really? You lied? You lied to your baby brother?
We're wasting time.
Just a second. Thing is, Nate, I never stopped looking for Avery's treasure. I just kept running into these dead ends. And then I hear that our dear old Samuel Drake, an authority on Avery, is alive and somewhat well. There was no breakout. I bribed the prison warden, and your brother, he just waltzed right out the front gate. He spent the last 2 years tracking down a second St. Dismas cross. You know what? He did it all with me.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
No, that's bullshit.
Oh. Sam, care to refute?
Nate. Oh, Sam. Jesus, no. Listen, Avery's treasure was ours. It was always ours. I left my life for you.
Hey, look, Nate, if it's any consolation, he duped me too. He pulled a Houdini on me, he brought you and that old man back into the mix, and I cannot lie, Sam, that really pissed me off. But, all behind us now.
You don't deserve it.
You do? Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves, digging around where we shouldn't.
Rafe,
What?
one way or another, end it, or I will.
Well, you heard the lady.
Hey, you missed one clue, and you can kiss that treasure goodbye. You said it yourself. Keep running into dead ends. Why don't you face it, Rafe? You need us.
No, you're right. You're half right. I just need Sam.
Wait, now you're making a mistake.
Rafe,
You
don't listen!
I apologize for the radio silence on the second half of this video, but I felt the climax of the game warranted it. Me talking over it just seemed wrong. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks. Bye.